Hello, everyone. This is the Call It Tunaaaaa podcast, and I have my cousin Mackenzie. I have my favorite white girl Andrea, and I have my friend Todd here. And we're gonna give you guys a whole bunch of topics that we're gonna be talking about. So, whichever one piques your interest, comment on it, and I'm gonna let them take it away. Whoever want to go first.
So basically, what we were talking.
This is like this conversation is like everything was technically on this conversation. We're gonna have everything.
What?
We are not literally just talking right now. Just trying to, bring a little piece to this madness that's going on outside. But the topic that we started talking about was, do we truly believe that we are in a race war right now? And some of us agree about the situation, and everybody has their own different point of view. But what I wanted to say is to the gentleman Todd, his comment made earlier, right? So basically, I believe like it's a whole society that's like causing all this type of confusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people are not just one that way to think like, oh, when I grow up, I'm gonna love me a white man or this and that, It's probably up what they grew up around or what their family members doing, or probably knowing that, oh, maybe if I date a white man, maybe I'll get a leg up on this girl. Maybe, if I did this type of thing, maybe I'll get this and that from this individual. So, I don't believe like, when you love somebody, you gonna only go after, like, what they be saying online, right? How what you expect to love is not the person that you truly really end up with in life. Because you may end up wearing a white person and you end up dating the second person who treats you the best way as possible, and you end up really falling in love with him and he's treating you the way you really want to be treated as a woman or a man. And next thing you know, 16 years later down the line in a love relationship with this individual, and all the thought and perceptions that you had about this certain type of person or race or whatever, it's all out the window just because of one person really took the time to truly get to know you as an individual. So I really think it's like society that's pushing all these narratives on people, and some people are either naive enough to really believe in these type of commercial-wise subliminal messages that they putting out here in the media and the broadcast. So I don't know.
The media is actually like really insane right now too. The fact that as soon as the protest started and just like everything was like thrown on Twitter, we did see the injustices and everything like that. But it's like all the stuff that was like way before they even put the stuff on Twitter. Stuff that and like the more stuff that they were uncovering. I mean, like I don't think it's about like full on about white supremacy anymore. I think it's about the fact that, we have the police force that is literally just abusing their power. Just abusing that power. It's just like, it's getting like way out of hand. So people are saying like, there are good cops out there. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of them are fired. That's why they're good cops.
Definitely. Go ahead.
I do believe it is based on your homegrown life. Like, if you're fighting, like, you're going to believe in that thing. And we're kind of taught at like a very young age, your family is everything. No matter what you go through, your family is everything, right?
That's true.
So we're kind of based off of like, I'm only going to believe what my family told me because my family was gospel. But recently, I had a conversation with a cousin of mine, and me being brought up with a Jewish background, but I was never like brought to temple. Like I never really partook in so much religious things.
Yeah, you're in like sports.
All that. I wasn't like really for it. Family is very open-minded. But with the older generation, like our parents, my aunt was like, I feel very weird sometimes when I go out in public.
Why is that?
So here's the thing. No, it wasn't even like, why is that kind of thing. It's it's just like she's brought up in such a Jewish background that she went to volunteer at a community service at a church with the Catholic, and like she was the only Jewish person there, and they were preaching so much Bible and stuff that she doesn't really know about because she only read the Torah. She felt very out of place.
Yeah.
And because again, being brought up in like the 60s and like between the 50s and 60s, it was so much worse with racism than it is today. So if my grandfather was alive and I brought like any of my African American friends over, my grandfather's turning over in his grave.
And you know, it's crazy you say that, right? So I grew up in China Heights in Brooklyn, New York, right? So there's a strong Jewish community out there in that neighborhood, right? So when I grew up in that neighborhood, as a child, we used to play with these kids. Like, we used to play with these Jewish kids to park and everything in that nature. But the minute their mother and father come, they're trying to cut that stuff right out. And
exactly. Because everything about like today, it's no problem. I will go over to Rocher's house and have a full-on cookout because everything on that plate that you did, anything I take is I will eat. It's not a problem. And that's why I come to the cookout a lot more because I eat everything. I'm open-minded and I just don't care.
Yeah, and you know the crazy thing is though, right? And that's the thing that's scary. As a child, you're already being put in a certain box. As a child, you get what I'm saying? If you're a black, young child or any type of neighborhood that you grew up with, whether you grew up around Puerto Rican, Spanish, Indian, whatever. As a child, automatically, like, you know, growing up, if you're playing around with their kids and stuff like that, they'll start telling, you know, their mothers and fathers or uncles or whatever, they'll be like, oh, don't be playing with this black kid, So they're trying to cut that out right then and there, and that's how they start feeding back into that whole racism and racist system. Because if you can't even let your children grow their own personal relationship with a black person or a black kid that's their age, you already telling them about teaching them how to hate these type of kids, you know, at a young age, and all over, and repeating the same cycle over and over again. So it's insane. I feel like us in this generation, us millennials, now that we have the knowledge and, you know, we're a little bit more understanding and see like all the old ways is just pure BS. And I really love seeing like young people getting together from all type of background, nationality, and this and that, and trying to actually change the world. And I'm like, yo, this is a beautiful thing. But
you still have that 5% of all over the world filled with hatred. And I was reading about this the other day. It is very funny because the United States has the most populated society of all country racism. Is their head. And what's very fucked up is that I saw a video of two people going off on minorities in the car, and this guy does the Nazi salute. Like, with his hand in his chest. Nothing happens to this guy except that he gets fired from his job. In Europe, like any part of Europe, you are charged with a felony assault and federal charge, and you can face up to 35 years of prison just for it.
Whoa. 35?
35
What the hell?
Because it is known as a terrorist organization everywhere else, except the United States doesn't want to believe that, because meanwhile they want to keep promoting the same secret, but then again they lost 3 fucking wars, so that's very hilarious to me.
But you know why though, right? Why the U.S. Because imagine if we keep fighting amongst ourselves, they could do whatever they want, literally. Like, they doing all sorts of hate stuff, so they could do all types of wrong and get away with it. As a people, we're really not united in America.
We're not. We're so segregated. Why we because I do not like you as a person because you did something wrong to me. But but that's me getting brought up in a mixed nationality home where my very open parents, I was put in a public school. I lived in Brooklyn for a couple of years. I have friends from east to west. So I'm brought up with like this sort of thing for people where it's like if I don't like you, I don't like you. It's not because of anything else. But that's because my family did not raise me to hate. They did not raise me to be like, you can't be with these people because you're Catholic and because it's in the Bible. And people really love using the Bible as a excuse.
Oh my God. Swings on that one.
I wanted to.
I can say for like every black family that has grown up, the Bible was at least brought up once or twice during the week. It's kind of crazy. And the weird thing about my parents is that my parents are polar opposites. Where like my dad grew up in the streets, and then my mom grew up, as an army kid. So the thing is that on my mom's side, my uncle is like he used to be like part of the Boy Scouts and everything like that. So they're very like military like mindset. And then my other side, my dad's family is like the massive amounts of family members that talk about God and everything like that. Little ghetto, sort of different places. And then I had a gay uncle, and I had like all these people in my life that were able to teach me everything for this world to like throw at me and stuff. So coming at like I look at people as people now instead of just like their race, because a lot of people, as soon as a guy came up to me in Hemsworth, and he started speaking to me in Spanish. The thing is that the way that my sister reacts to that is it's like I'm not Spanish and everything like that, and she just kind of dismisses the whole thing. And then she gets pissed off because those people are just kind of like yelling back at her, saying like, why don't you know Spanish? You're definitely Spanish. And we're just like, yeah, we went Dominican, but we're not Dominican. So and I took it as but I took that as like, as a society, we all need to learn that. I told the guy, I was like, I'm not Spanish, but I know a little Spanish. And he goes like, oh my God, what? I was like, yeah, I'm trying to learn it. It's like, why not? So a lot of the world is like just like spouting ignorance at one of each other and just keep on doing this whole cycle of craziness, continuing racism and just like reviving a lot of stuff from the 1950s that we're just kind of like, hey, it's like 2020. we should have been way better than this.
But
I think the last.
But going back to the 5%, when you have that 5% still preaching all that hatred and stuff, it's kind of hard to like small it down.
No, but we see what pisses me off. What pisses me off about the whole situation is this. If you're going to have the balls to go on social media and bash cops, black people, white people, racist people, you still have the same energy in person. Because it seems like everybody that wants to be on All Lives Matter, they pick and choose when to defend white people. Because you could see when a white person is attacking a cop, you're not going to hear from none of the All Lives Matter people. When you see a black person... Yeah. When you see a black person attacking a white person, that's when you... But
all lives matter, but your family wasn't really born here. You guys were just moved here.
No, but
it can't be all lives matter for your convenience. All lives matter, period. End of story.
No, but what people don't really want to talk about too, people don't want to talk about this.
No one understands that's the same sentence.
Yeah, because
no one understands that's literally the same sentence.
Because
literally, like, all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter. It's literally the same sentence, but it was reworded like into two propaganda.
And if you want to be honest, if you want to be really honest, you could say like this. Black people are mad when black people are getting shot down and getting gunned down for no reason. Cops are only mad because their fellow brothers and sisters in blue are getting killed. White people are mad because black people is just around, period. So it's like, stop pointing fingers. Don't be mad at the black people because they're mad because black people are getting gunned down every day for no reason. If they're not getting gunned down, they're getting beat up or they're getting choked to death for no reason. Cops are only upset when they're getting attacked and when they're getting shot at. And white people are just upset, period, because black people are protesting. Black people have rights to protest. And they can live in their neighborhood. So, they all are mad for one specific reason and they want to keep pointing motherfucking fingers. Stop pointing fingers and have them investigate all police departments. Have them investigate all police departments and take the racist people off.
The other issue is that these influencers